They'll be calling you a radical, so we'll talk about the salmon collapse. We're going to talk about man being imperfection. Here in Florence, anti-neo-Yoko Dadaism, 500 years of a cultural slide. They made it to the top of the tower, nude, descending down staircase. No dead purple nude found in descending elevator. You going down? Oh, 500 years of a slide that capitulated with the death of the Pacific Ocean. So why am I doing this? Now, first off, let me explain that my little granddaughter made this for me. You know, I got a fresh out of open heart surgery, leukemia, and so my doctors were really nervous about this trip. You know, and they're like, well, she's like, no, here, Grandpa, she made me a care package. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change it. And no disrespect to him. He's a good player. He's a good young player. This is no disrespect to him. Got to do this. Got some tape. The guy right there just gave me the tape. See if I can pull this shot. There at the bus stop. Good job, Joe. Okay. So, why, and I'll explain why I'm doing this. You know, and if that doesn't work out, you know, I'm just using what I have. I was hoping it'd blend in purple. One more piece of tape. I got it. Maybe. Fold it up. It'll work. Hang in there, Kev. Huh. Oh no, here's one better. Alright. Let's use this one. Trying. Hang in there with me, Kev.
But I'm afraid that they have so many
You know, and I'll improve on it when I have a place and, you know, my marker. Why I think it's so perfect. Because it's 9. He got close to perfect, didn't he? He was close to perfect. Let it just, that's my whole point about this whole trip about the nuclear industry. Close to perfect, right? Close to perfect. So, I'm going to fix it up to where it's, that's Michelangelo's last name. That's his name. We're known by Michelangelo, but his last name is Simoni. So my prints that I signed here, the 4 of them, I'm going to sell them. You know, $200 a piece. I can ship them from here in Italy. So if you're interested in one of them, best investment. Almost like shorting Chicago Bridge. So I want to show you the tide pools in California. The tide pools in California. What the tide pools, and I'm the guy. You look up dead tide pools, you get me. You look up dead tide pools, you get me. You get me. So this is what the dead tide pools look like. They look just like this. You know, you look at the top where the purple urchins used to burrow in. That's what they look like. I'm not kidding. It's sad. Where did he get his idea for Starry Nights? Vincent? Oh, wow. So, that's what the titles look like. You know, and everybody's okay with it. I mean, they're numb. I mean, hypnotized. Drunk on generational ignorance and arrogance. Jesus died so I could be rich. No, he didn't. So they still had numbers. They've had decent numbers the last 2 days on the Bonneville, but they still never had a day that's even came close to the 10-year average. You know, you can have a day or here, and that's the thing. You'll get surges, but we're looking in the aggregate, like my videos. I step back like melee and view from the broader perspective. So 500 years ago to the day, right now, remember in August of 1517, in his hometown, he found the top of he was a hiker. I mean, he was physical, he was intense. He found that perfect piece of stone, marble. Never worked out. So right there in the Duomo is what evolved from. Remember they told him it was a bad piece of marble? His Leopatad that sits right there that he never finished. They had to pierce the arm back on. It's missing a leg. I think it's his finest piece. I think it's the finest piece. By the way, I like it. You walk through the statues of the so-called gods, America Vespucci and gang. You don't see no Michelangelo, do you? Oh, hell no. They hated him. I mean, they hated him. They panty painted over the fucking top of him. They fucking forced him into a bunker to fucking hide. He was physical, intense. They were afraid of him when he was young. I mean, he'd get in their fucking face. He used to spit on Da Vinci right here. They'd see each other on the side of the road. Da Vinci was a pedophile. There's no doubt. I mean, Leonardo da Vinci was a pedophile. I mean, that's unarguable fact. How old was Giacomo? You know, so I'll fix it up. But that's my point. My point on this art form is that we are imperfect. We are not perfect. Imperfect. We are not perfect. We are imperfect. So that's the point of nuclear energy. I mean, it's the capitulation to this whole fucking slag. It's capitulation to the fucking slag. You know? Merry-go-round stopped. Oh boy. On 11/3/11 it stopped. 3/11/11 in the United States. You need to learn to speak American. America is the female version of Americo Vespucci. He lived here. He's buried here. I doubt that he ever set foot in so-called America. He was a map maker. Same with the guy who, when I painted the two battle scenes, he brought them here. Okay, got them both right here. Da Vinci, he knew they hated each other with a passion. Got them right here. So they paint the two battle scenes. They paint the two battle scenes side by side. Masterpieces. And you can still find a few drawings as preliminary sketches of Michelangelo's. How come Michelangelo's is gone? You can't find, just like everything else. They says, oh, Leonardo's freaking piece that he never finished over here, they just restored it. They're like, God, he never finished. Fuck, he never finished anything. Neither did Michelangelo. They never finished anything. Kind of like, oh, I never finished a sentence. It's not that they try to do that. So, a perfect 9. He would spit on him, so they waited because he was physical. They were afraid of him. He'd fucking fight you. They waited until he got to be an old man. Then they forced him to the bunker. Holy Moses 88. That's my point. No, you know, this is no disrespect to Simoni, but you know that's the way it's got to be. By the way, purple is the color of Florence because red and white was, and we know how passionate red and white is. You see red and white together, clean red. Oh boy, did Warhol get that? We know what it does to us. Wow, they washed it in the wrong detergent and it turned purple. So they kept it in the 1920s. So these go for 200 a piece. I need to raise a little bit more because I'm going to be here for a while. But imperfect. That's the point. We passed the line with nuclearism. We crossed the line. Stay in tune.